there seems to be a lot of rumors these days in regards to the X-Men or what happens with them or where they might appear and how. A lot of rumors are pointing to Multiverse of Madness, specifically because multiple people have teased, look, in the multiverse, you're getting a Fox-Men character. Uh, Actors have made comments. There's been teases. Either of you guys believe there's any truth to this?
No, to be honest, I know I say that about every
Yeah.
scoop quote, but I don't. Like the whole thing is there's an Illuminati in Multiverse of Madness, and it's like Xavier, Captain Carter. I can't think of the other one. It's not the Illuminati, basically.
Right.
It's not the Illuminati people would want, and it's just like
I
think no, you're becoming a bit too much for one movie.
Yeah, like I would find it too much if, and I'm gonna use a hypothetical here. If like, okay, so we're gonna enter the multiverse, right? And suddenly you need to explain to us that the Illuminati's here. Okay, fine. But then you got to drop Captain Carter in, which a lot of the people that are going to watch the film have not seen. They have not seen What If. I can promise you that just by sheer numbers, and they will not see it. So you got to explain who she is kind of quickly. Then you're dropping hypothetically Professor X in there. If it's any of the live action versions we've had, that's a complete wait, what? Like that doesn't make sense. And then if it's a new version, you're suddenly going to drop a random new actor as Professor X and not expect fans to want more or establish more of that. Like every time my brain tries to rationalize how you would pull it off, I don't see how you pull it off. I'm kind of in that mindset.
No. And you've also got, apparently Shuma Gorath is the villain, but also Wonder's the villain. Like,
yeah.
You've got America Chavez in there. And it's just like, what is this movie exactly?
Yeah, and
it's too much.
It seems to be too much. Which, again, I guess length of movies, which we'll talk about in a little bit, is starting to just be like, well, how long does it need to be? So there's a chance this thing could be like 2 hours and 45 minutes. Which, if that's the case, that's great. But still, I feel like you do a disservice to everybody if you just toss random X-Men into the multiverse film. Unless you're going to toss like Deadpool in there and that's their way to get Deadpool in here, which I wouldn't want. But if there was a way to do it, I think Sam Raimi and the MCU could handle it with taste instead of just a sound wave hitting the screen. And then he goes, oh, I guess I'm here. Like, who would ever do that? I just, so you got to do something like that.
It's a mannequin become real.
Yeah, right? Like, I don't know, like, out of all the multiverse rumors, this is the one I find the hardest to believe. Like, it's...
Yeah. Especially when there's apparently like a pre-VFX of Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier out there, and it doesn't look like... That's not a pre-viz effect.
Yeah.
Whatsoever. It is horrendous.
Yeah, it's...
I'm trying to find out who the this Illuminati team is supposed to be.
To be determined.
Yeah. Or who's rumored for it?
We're gonna have Black Widow, and it's gonna be Emily Blunt, and it's Mr. Fantastic. It's gonna be John Krasinski, and Patrick Stewart's gonna be Professor X, and Blade is gonna be Wesley Snipes. You know, we just got to do every fan casting that's been tossed out by random people and scoopers and be like, see, they've listened to every single thing we've ever wanted.
Imagine.
Oh, God, that'd be terrible. Terrible.
Oh, yeah, but I think Monica Rambeau was supposed to be on it.
What?
Yeah.
How would that even make sense?
I have no idea. No idea.
This seems like the ultimate dartboard. Like, there's like, just toss it on, and wherever it lands, I'll toss them in as a potential.
Oh, that's it. Professor X, Captain Carter, Balder the Brave, Monica Rambeau, and Mordo are apparently the Illuminati.
Boy, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, are they a villain team? Like, what is Mordo?
I ain't got a clue. They're just an assortment of characters. Which is just a team, I suppose. But it's just like, what do we have? What have we got?
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I love Baron Mordo. I can't wait to
Oh
see more
yeah,
of that
yeah.
character, but I don't want to see him like this. Like,
No.
It kind of sounds like a $3 take it or leave it team.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, we're not the Illuminati. We're the Illuminati with an apostrophe. Oh, okay, okay, all right. It's
They have one of the accents on top of the U to extend it. The Illuminati.
we're just a precursor to the real ones. Don't worry.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm not really seeing anything here. And if this is your way to introduce the X-Men, you might as well not introduce the X-Men into the MCU at all if this is the way you're gonna do it. It's like this is just too cheap
Yeah.
and too.
Yeah.
This is too fan servicey. You know how there's always that factor, like, this seems like fan fiction.
I say, doesn't it's bad fan fiction as well.
Yeah, oh yeah.
No, it's not even a good type.
Yeah, it's
Well,
well,
no, I think the X-Men just need to be established in their own movie.
mm-hmm.
I think people need to like wind their necks in, cool down a little bit, and stop trying to shove them in everywhere.
Yeah.
'Cause
Sort
that's
of
how you
like
get a disease.
Yeah, sort of like how they're gonna do Fantastic Four. It's like, guys, we need to just build this from the ground up. You can't just toss them out randomly somewhere. Just
Yeah.
like, here you go. Oh, okay, well, cool.
Like, just start with Wolverine.
Yeah,
Just start there, or even Eternals. Just to have Apocalypse.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Make Apocalypse a deviant and just spring it out from there. Like, done.
Very easily handled, and you think they would, but hey, it's situations
Mhm.
these days.
So no multiverse stuff, like none of that, because that's dumb.
Yeah, multiverse stuff is, in some instances, it can work if you're trying to do it and trying to do a certain thing. Like Deadpool will guarantee to work because that's what they're gonna do and make fun of it. But all the X-Men just being like, you guys remember?
Remember 20 years of crap?
Yeah.
We're bringing it with us.
Look at all this baggage we just dumped on your doorstep. Unpack it. Oh.
Even like Deadpool coming through the multiverse is a push for me.
Yeah.
It's like I wouldn't be thrilled about it, but it's just like whatever. You already made the 2 moves redundant anyway.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's like bringing Ultron in the multiverse after What If? Yeah, fantastic.
Yep.
That makes sense. You set it up to be that.
Yeah.
But characters we don't know? Yeah, no.
Well,
No, dumb.
maybe we'll learn about it later this year and a little bit more that we'll talk about in just a little bit. So we'll see what happens next, but in due time, I suppose. In